Again, it's a second happy morning. Okay. Now, as we were talking about confidence building, I'll be trying to give you. I am low with confidence. Right now, I am low with confidence. How will I build up my confidence? I have understood, you have told a lot about confidence, how important is confidence, what is confidence, how do I exhibit confidence. Everything was beautiful. But if I am low with confidence, how will I build up this confidence? That is where we will end up to today's session with. Before that, how important is confidence? Always remember, the confidence that I hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. When I go out to bat, if I start calling every player and I say I'm feeling afraid today, I think I'm going to be out for zero, definitely you will become out for zero. You are actually enabling the other person to feel confident that you are not confident enough. So, enacting confidence is also very, very important. For that simple reason, what we do, we always say this statement, the belief that you hold at the beginning of the journey, the confidence that you hold at the beginning of the journey defines your journey. That means every time I go on a dais, when I speak in front of public, every time I execute a particular task which I have not done earlier, I'll have to exhibit confidence. I know it may fail, but knowing it may fail, if I give up on my confidence, it will definitely fail. So, we always make this beautiful statement, we always say, the confidence that you hold at the beginning of the journey will define the journey. All of you repeat after me, the confidence that you hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Again, with me, the confidence that I hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. All of you with me? The confidence that I hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Again, the confidence that I hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Again, the confidence that I hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Whenever I encounter any particular situation, if I am not exhibiting confidence, if I exhibit weakness, then the opposition is going to become automatically stronger. If it is between two individuals, if it is between two team players. Every time Tendulkar went there in order to play the match, he knew that he is not confident, but he never enacted low confidence. He pretended to be confident. He always used to keep his chest up and then go there and then stand, knowing that in the foreign pitch, every ball that is going to be balled onto him is going to go bouncer, even for a person who is at 6 feet. When he is very short, the rule book of the cricket told that if you want to become a good test batsman, then you should be tall. Because a tall batsman will always have an additional benefit of facing the bouncer pitches. So every time Tendulkar went there to ball, the ball used to go bouncer and it used to be very difficult for him to play. And the players also knew that. So whenever Tendulkar used to play, what they used to do, one bowler is to be in the front and the rest of them, 5 of them on the off side and 5 of them on the on side, they will be on the slip. Leg slip 4, right slip 4, and they used to stand and Tendulkar used to be bowled. Every time the ball used to go like this, used to go like this. But he made it a point, the confidence that I exhibit at the beginning of the journey defined my journey. He always went there and stood confidently. Used to fear, but he never used to exhibit. Sometimes acting confidence will automatically bring confidence in you. Sometimes acting happiness will automatically bring happiness in you. Most of the time when you start thinking you are miserable, it will bring more miseries to you. When you actually exhibit confidence, it will definitely bring confidence in you. If you are not confident about yourself in you, forget about this. Never forget of having confidence in the God who is there in you. Ask yourself this simple question, what is that God cannot do that you can do? There is everything under the sky God can do which you cannot do? No, nothing. What is the entire world can do? The entire world put together can do something which He cannot do. Nothing. When you know that He is there in you, when you know that He is a co-author of your journey, why worry? And when you act confidence, it works wonderfully. A very beautiful statement was made by one of the trainers. Most of the time when you face a situation, you will have to act confidence because that confidence acting itself is more enough fuel for you to win over that incident. Most of the time you will fail because you did not act confidently. So whatever happens, a statement that is being made, the confidence that you hold at the beginning of the journey will define the journey. So you should always act confidence. Tendulkar stood there confidently, and every time he faced the ball, he used to know that it is going to be difficult for him, and slowly he had to use all the courage to stand there. He used to stand there, the ball used to come, he used to hit. Slowly, one of the player who was on the half slip, he went there. Then one of the player on the leg slip, he went forward. And today, after some years, when Tendulkar used to bat, there never used to be anybody either on the leg slip or on the half slip, because they knew that Tendulkar will hit every ball to the boundaries. And when you start hitting the ball to the boundaries, the world will change. The loudest way to tell the world shut up is to start showing results. Act confidence, because nobody is going to see through you and find out how confident you are. You will have to act confidence. Sometimes you will do that. Sometimes automatically you will volunteer and act confidence. Assuming you saw one of these late night movies of one of those booths, we will take it as an example. When you watch such movies and when you come back, in your mind also same thing is running. And what happens, all of a sudden, we are talking about your confidence level. Your daughter is sleeping in a separate room. It was her decision to go for this Aptamitra movie. There is a movie about this ghost. So you watch this movie and come, the movie is running still in your mind. When your daughter is sleeping, the window, because of the wind, it is banging. Every day it used to bang. That day also it is making a noise. But for the daughter who has seen the movie and who has come back, her mind is running through those ghosts, and she is assuming a ghost is only actually moving the window. With little courage, when she opens her bedsheet and she views through the window, there is something white which is actually blowing like this on the tree there. See, immediately he starts imagining there is a ghost and the ghost is trying to, she shouts on the top of her voice, and the father comes and the father says, what's wrong, there is a booth, there is a booth. The daughter comes running out of her room, and the father is catching hold of her. There is nothing called as booth. Let me show you. There is nothing called as booth. The father is holding the hand of the daughter and is trying to bring her back to the room. But do you think father is not afraid? Father is also afraid. Because father also has watched the same movie with her, and in his mind also, as soon as the daughter herself came and when she banged the door, she also got afraid. He also got afraid. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Why? Because in his mind also same thought process was running. And after he knew it was a daughter, he was also shivering, but he did not exhibit that confidence level that he is also low in, and he held on to his daughter and he told, what's wrong with? What's wrong? There is a booth. No, there cannot be anything like a booth. That's the reason I told you not to watch these movies. You insisted me to take you to this movie, so I took you to this movie. You are holding a ramp and you are slowly climbing. You don't come daringly, because there is fear in you also. You come slowly and you open the door and you switch on the light. As soon as you switch on the light, because of the wind, the window is banging itself. So you say it is only the window banging, and then outside you also see something white which is moving this way and this way. Now, if you give up that, when you face the fear runs away. When we talk about confidence building is to face the challenge. When you face the challenge will never exist at all. You thought it is a challenge, and when you come there, you will start seeing ways by which you can actually get through that problem. But what happens, you took it as a problem and you analyzed it as a problem and you kept it as a problem, not daring enough to go and attack it. The problem will always stay back till your lifetime. If the daughter wouldn't have actually picked up enough courage to come back to his father and pull the father and say, there is something in my room, there is something in the window, I am afraid. If the daddy wouldn't have come, all the solutions they wouldn't have got. Dad is also afraid, but he is not exhibiting that, he is acting confidence. Because we know courage is knowing that any bullet can hit me, still when I act confidence, go there and I actually hold on to that gun and actually guard my country. That is when we say we are brave. Fear is there. In spite of fear, when I go there and stand, that is called as braveness. And that braveness is shown by the father by holding on to our daughter's hand. He comes here and he also see, because of the wind, the door is banging, but when he peeps through the window, he can see something white is moving. He could have also given up. If he would have also given up, it would have remained in his mind and it would have remained forever. That fear would have remained forever. But what he will do, he will hold on to the torch, he will switch on the light, still something white is moving, he comes there and he holds the torch and he sees his own white shirt which was hanged in the third floor. Because of the wind it has flown and it has fallen on the tree. Because of the wind it is moving left, moving right. So, the belief that you hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. When you hold on to this confidence that I can do it, that can help you in the journey. If you give up on that confidence, you will lose. You will anyway lose. Confidence is you will have to enact confidence. Father actually acted confidence in front of the daughter so that her daughter should not fear. And finally, when he saw that shirt, he told, Yenama, it was only a shirt. Why did you actually bother yourself? Like that it can be told and it can be managed. So, always remember, whenever you are executing anything in your life, confidence is very important. Sometimes when there is no confidence, you will have to act confidence. How do I act confidence? There are some ways by which you can always act confidence. And all of us today, whatever we are the product of that confidence. First day when you came to the class and when you took a class in your training center, was it comfortable? No. You felt there was fear in you. Slowly over a period of time, you actually became confident. So what did you say? All of us are a product of that confidence. We were confident we can take classes, we consistently took classes. Today our confidence level in taking classes is very high. That cricketer, he held on to that confidence, he can always play good, and today when you see he has hit 100 centuries. That actually barrister, he stood on with this confidence, he can get independence to India and he got independence. That teacher who came in an exchange program, she took to that confidence that I can help enough people and she started missionaries of charity. So today all of us, right now all of you are a product of your confidence. If you weren't confident that I can go and take sessions, you wouldn't have become a training officer at all. So all of us are the product of our confidence. So how do I actually build up my confidence? I can build up my confidence by practicing the same thing consistently and by challenging my confidence by trying to do something which I have not done earlier. Where is that I require confidence? I require confidence when I am trying to do something which I have not done earlier. Something which I have done earlier, to do that you don't need confidence. Something which I have not done earlier, if I am going to do it right now, I need a little bit of confidence, or I will always ask for inputs from various other people telling, hey, I am not that confident, can you please help me out? So when they help you out by giving you some instructions, then you will start feeling confidence and you go there, and when you give that practice, means that show for once or twice or thrice, and slowly your confidence will grow. So when we talk about confidence, building, if you think you can, if you think you cannot, both the ways you are right. Most of you thought you cannot become an athlete, so you are not an athlete. Most of you felt you can become a training officer, so you are a training officer. That means all of us are a product of our belief system. If we believed we can become a singer, Lata Mangeshkar became a singer. She did not one day get up and she told she wanted to become a singer. Right from the childhood, her passion was singing. She consistently kept on singing and singing and singing, and then she became the world's greatest singer. MS Subbulakshmi, her passion was singing and singing and singing with devotion, and she became the greatest devotional singer. So all of us are a product of our belief system. All of us are a product of our confidence system, on which we were confident. We started adopting that and we started climbing the ladder of success to a very highest state. Tendulkar strongly believed in his confidence of becoming a cricketer, so he became a cricketer. Gandhiji believed in his confidence of getting freedom to India, and he got us the freedom. Mother Teresa believed that she could actually start missionaries of charity, multiple hospitals, not only in Calcutta, not only across India, across the world, and she was able to build it. So all of us are a product of our confidence system. So how do I develop this confidence system? See, when we talk about confidence system, we cannot expect somebody to come and fill the confidence system. You should actually carry the right vessel to fill that confidence system. Assuming it is raining outside, I give you a simple task. All of you go and collect water, I say. One of you will go with a spoon, you will only collect a spoonful of water. One of you will go with a big container, you will fill up a big container of water. One engineer like Sir Vishwesharaya, he will build a dam and he will create lot of open space. He will collect a full reservoir of water. So, what is your belief system? What is your confidence system? That is what you are going to get. Your confidence was not only I can just carry a simple well which can carry a little water, I can build a reservoir which can actually carry so many lakhs and millions of liters of water, and that was the confidence of Sir Vishwesharaya. So all of us are a product of our confidence system. Yes, our confidence will be challenged. It is not that when Tendulkar told, I am going to become a world's best batsman, do you think it was easy for him to face the bouncers? No. Whenever he went to face the ball, I have told you the same story. There were 5 people on the right, 5 people on the left. Ball used to be thrown always on him. Everything used to become a bouncer because he was a short man. The rule book of the cricket told that anybody who is short cannot become a cricketer at all. But he had to challenge that and he had to stand there, one ball after the other facing, and slowly his confidence was so high. The players who were actually doing slip, they had to move from outside, from this place to another place, because he started hitting the ball in all directions. So the confidence that you show at the beginning of the journey will define the journey. The confidence that you hold on till the last part of the journey is going to define the journey. Most of you give up on your confidence because ups and downs is a part of life. Tendulkar did not have downs, he had, but he bounced back. When we talk about Virat Kohli, did he not have downs? He had, he bounced back. Dhoni did not have lot of losses, he had, he bounced back. So your belief system will be tested, your confidence will be tested. When it is tested, always remember that phase is temporary, let me bounce back. When you bounce back, it has to give you results. You will have to consistently make efforts, that's all. In God's book, there is nothing called as denial. Delay will be there. When delay will be there, you should be ready to hold on to it. Confidence that is not tested is not at all confidence. The moment Tendulkar decided he wanted to become a batsman, do you think all the players came? Tendulkar, anyway you are going to hit 100 runs. Let me throw a ball. Hit. Did they come like that? No, it was challenging. Every day was a challenging. Most of the times he was out for zeros also. Do you know most records, negative, is also owned by Tendulkar? He was the only person who was out for maximum zeros because he was the only player who played so many matches. He was the only player who was out with single digit runs. Why? Because he was the only player, he kept on consistently bouncing back and holding on to his win again and again. Though he actually faced multiple failures, he did not consider those failures as failures. He only considered those failures as stepping stones for him to ultimately become successful. He was the only batsman who had hit maximum 50s also. He was the only batsman who was out for less than 50 maximum number of times. Records had to be made. Why? Because he was there to stand and face one more time, one more ball with lot of confidence. That confidence should be exhibited. Most of them give up. He did not give up. He bounced back. That is what is required for you. When we talk about confidence building, ups and downs are a part of life. It is night now. Yes, wait, day shall come. When the day comes, you should be equipping yourself to bounce back on the day. You are not going to simply waste time. This seminar I failed. Okay, there is one more seminar which is going to come. Can you consistently work on yourself so that when the next seminar comes, I am going to bounce back. I am going to give a best show. So that way when you keep consistently doing, it works. When we talk about Mahatma Gandhi's confidence of non-violence was tested. Did I start recording? Yes. Did his confidence of non-violence, was it tested? Yes, it was tested. When he went from one village to another village and he told, we are going to fight the Britishers. How? Ahimsa. Bapu, kya mazak kar rahe ho? Why are you saying that? Bapu, oh Britishers hai. They are cruel. For them you want to adopt Ahimsa, will it work? People ridiculed him. But he did not give up. If one of them ridicule, you will give up. One of you is walking here. We can change his confidence level to a core that he will actually have a heart attack here only. One of them walks in. We say, what's wrong with you? Why are you looking so horribly sick? He's not sick only. He's looking confident. But all of you say and all of you look at him, yes, what's wrong with you? You're looking so horribly sick. The person who had come like this with a chest up, am I looking so sick? One of them will say, what has happened to your hands? What has happened to your forceps? Everything has dropped. Are you having any deadly disease? That person will become like this. And you should see how he walks. Why? Because his confidence has been dented. There will be 1,000 people who will dent your confidence. But when all of them dent your confidence, you should be strong enough to stand and say, no, I'm fine. Then they will also agree. We will just be making fun of you. Please come, have your seat. When they know you cannot be bent, they will follow you. When they knew Gandhiji cannot be bent, they simply follow you. First they will ridicule. Hey, what's wrong with you? You're looking so tired. They will ridicule you. They'll make fun of you. Oh, this guy is going to get us freedom, that too with ahimsa, in front of Britishers. Is it going to be a true? No. They ridicule. And finally, they accept and they start following you. Same thing happened when Gandhiji's confidence of non-violence was tested again and again for years together, and slowly, I think we got confident and we got freedom. Yes, one of the main person who was responsible, and that was Gandhiji, and his only weapon was ahimsa. And there was another person who was contradictory to this. Subhash Chandra Bose believed, अगर आप मुझे खून देते हो तो मैं आपको आज़ादी देता हूँ. वो हमारा खून चूस रहे हैं, हम भी उनका खून लेके ही आज़ादी लेंगे. Yes, it was beautiful. He believed in it. The confidence that he held at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Right when you met Subhash Chandra Bose day one, he was that angry hanged man, and he knew. अगर हमें किसी से कुछ छीन लाना, अगर वो लोग हमसे छीनते हैं, हम लोग भी छीन लेंगे. Yeah, that was us. अगर वो लोग हमारे अंदर घुस के मारेंगे तो हम भी उनके अंदर घुस के ही मारेंगे. Uri, the surgical strike happened in the same fashion. So that is the confidence level that you will have to exhibit. Are you not afraid of failures? Yes, we are afraid of failures, and always believe failure is nothing but a stepping stone, because behind every success there has to be multiple failures. If you become allergic to the word failure, then how will you experience success? Because you need to fail multiple times. Only then the success is going to be ahead of you. You don't know which vada is going to be that vada which is going to satisfy your hunger. Your confidence is like that. Let me share a beautiful story you will understand, because you need multiple failures to always experience success. There was one Udupi man who comes to Bangalore and he thinks he is the most smartest. So what he does, he was very very hungry, but he had only 50 rupees with him. He wanted to trick the person who is in charge of the hotel. So he comes to an Udupi hotel where the owner is sitting at the cash. It's a small hotel, everything is happening in one space. So he goes up to the counter and he says, are you the owner of the hotel? He says, yes. Do you have vadas which can satisfy my hunger? Sir, what are you talking? My vadas are so tasty, it can satisfy anybody's hunger. Please sit. Are you sure it can satisfy my hunger? Yes, it will 100% satisfy your hunger. If it does not satisfy, you need not pay me, sir. And he sits. And he is sitting. It is very tasty, it satisfies the hunger. Both the conditions are told. He sits, one plate vada kudi. They say, give him a plate of vada. He has that vada with chutney and sambar. It was tasting so beautiful, so nice. He just looks at the owner and says, very very tasty. But he says, stomach not filled. Owner was very happy. He says, plate vada kudi. He has one more plate of vada and he again tells, vada is very very tasty, stomach is not full. The owner is still more happy. He says, give him one more plate of vada, and he gives him one more plate of vada. Even after having that, he feels that the tasty of the vada was excellent, but he is still hungry. And fifth is over, sixth is over. He comes to the seventh vada. When the seventh vada is being offered, he picks up the seventh vada, he breaks it into 4 pieces. He takes the first bite and he puts it into the chutney and then into the sambar and then puts it into his mouth. Now already all the vadas were till his brim. Now he feels his stomach is full. Now he looks at the owner and says, sir, now my stomach is full. Oh, good sir, he says, and this person is making a bill. 7 vadas into 4 rupees, 7 4s are 21, 210 rupees. He says, do you want a coffee? No sir. So 210 bill has been given. He keeps the bill there at the counter only. He goes, he simply pays, because how much is one plate vada? You told sir, 40 rupees. He pays 40 rupees and he keeps moving. As soon as he keeps moving, he stops him. Sir, what is this? Why are you only paying 40 rupees? It is 7 plates, 7 ounces, 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are. That is the total amount that you will have to pay. Sir, whatever you are talking is wrong, sir. What are you? What nonsense are you talking? What did I say? I asked you, can your vada satisfy my hunger? The first vada did not satisfy my hunger. Second vada did not satisfy my hunger. Only the seventh vada satisfied my hunger. And seventh vada I did not eat full also. See, the 3 pieces still lying there. That 1/4 itself was enough for me to satisfy my hunger. So instead of paying 10 rupees, I have paid 40 rupees. First vada was useless, it did not satisfy my hunger. Second vada also was useless, and he kept on moving. We will stop the discussion there. You also know whatever he is speaking is nonsense, because the first, second, third and fourth were equally responsible for the seventh vada to be actually successful. In the same manner, multiple failures is required for you to achieve that success. Behind behind every success there is multiple failures. We know that, but all of us are allergic to the word failure. Why? Because you want to make a first attempt, and in that first attempt only you should become successful. Otherwise what you do, you will never make attempts at all. That is more dangerous. You should be ready to accept it's okay to fail, and you should also know that behind every success there has to be multiple failure. So the confidence at which you exhibit during the beginning of the journey is going to define the journey. If you are confident enough, definitely you are going to hit the bullseye. If you are not confident, you will definitely fail. So when we talk about Tendulkar's confidence, his confidence was tested. Bouncers were thrown, body line balls were thrown. He was injured multiple times, but every time he was thrown off, he bounced back. In the same manner, when we talk about Mother Teresa's, her compassion was also challenged. I gave you an example, a businessman who spits onto the ball. She was challenging enough to accept it, and he told that I will accept it. Can you help these people who are suffering from leprosy? That confidence is required. So confidence is always going to be tested, irrespective of whatever job you are going to execute. You will be tested. When you are tested, you will have to bounce back. So what happens? How do I build my confidence? See, confidence is built by powerful words. See, when we talk about Hanuman was so powerful that he was cursed, and that curse comes to all of us. As a boy, Hanuman was so powerful, so fearless and so strong that he could do anything under the sky. When he was actually fond of mangoes, he goes up and he picks up some mangoes, and as he's eating, one of his friends will say, hey, why do you want to eat small mangoes? Look there, he shows the sun. That is a big mango. It was an evening, the sun was looking like a ripe mango. See how round the mango is, very tasty. Go and get that mango. And he actually flew to get that mango. Because as a child, our confidence is so high, slowly our confidence is dented by our own surroundings. As a small child, if I ask a child, jump to this place, he will jump. Now if I ask you to jump, you will start thinking twice. If I jump, if I break my leg, our confidence has dropped down, because the outside world has dented us, telling, no, if you jump, you are going to fall. No, you can't achieve that, you are going to fail miserably. No, there is something called as a booth which is going to hit you. So all this external information has dented your confidence, and today you need this confidence building exercise. That is where a lot of personality development trainers are coming. They require to build your confidence. And when he was about to pick up that mango, which is the sun, somebody goes up, and Surya Deva will pray to Indra, and he will say, Indra, what is happening? If this Hanuman is going to come and eat me, the entire universe is going to die. Because Hanuman's confidence was so high, nothing under the sky could be impossible for Hanuman. Nothing under the sky will be impossible for kids. That is why kids are so confident. That is when a curse has been cursed, and Indra says, you will forget year afterwards how strong you are, and that curse falls onto every one of us. As a child, we are confident doing everything under the sky. Slowly, when we start moving, our confidence comes down. It drops and drops and drops. So Hanuman's confidence is very low, and when somebody is being looked up to go and fly from India to Sri Lanka just to see if Sitama is there in Lanka, everybody is looking at each other, and they are going to say, who is going to fly such a big ocean? Then everybody is thinking, Jambuanta will come, a trainer like us will come, and they will say, you are going to fly, Hanuman. What are you looking at? You are going to fly. You can fly 10 times larger oceans than this. Is it, Guruji? Yes. Go ahead. All the best. And he flies. So some confidence building act to be done. That is where we as trainers will come. But every time, where will you look for Jambuanta? When I showed you Chakde India, he had to actually built confidence himself and then he had to select the team. Chanakya had to build confidence himself and then he had to look for that boy who could become a Chakravarti. Tendulkar had to build confidence in him. Yes, self-confidence building is very much necessary. How do I build the self-confidence? I don't have external people who can come and build self-confidence. That is where we call it as self-pepping exercises, which we will have to do. So, whenever we talk about confidence building, where is my confidence? Is my confidence in the form of a container where I can say, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ confidence because do you need some confidence? I'm going to share confidence with you. No. Where is confidence? Confidence is in the mind. If a person is confident, that means his mind is confident. His conscious mind and subconscious mind is confident. When we talk about this confidence, let us understand the mind of the man is the man. A powerful man means he is having a powerful mind. When Buddha is powerful, he had the daringness to go with Anguli Rama and say, what is that you wanted to do? He was ready to encounter. So, the power of a person is in the power of his mind. If your power of the mind is confident, then automatically the power of the man is confident. When you look at Anna Hazare, when you look at actually Mother Teresa, when you look at Gandhiji, you don't feel like they are a very strong person. If you look at Nelson Mandela, or if you look at Draupadi Murmu, a tribal woman, when you look at them, their physical appearance will not make you believe how much strong they are, how much confident they are. What is it that is going to show? Their mind is confident. It's not the body. So, confidence is not confidence of your physical strength. Confidence is actually a confidence of your mental strength. Yes, mental and physical strength both put together, miracles are possible. So, how will you develop this mental confidence? That is where personality development classes will be there. But if an external person is not able to give you that personality class, you should build self-confidence in yourself. That is where we talk about self-motivation, self-building confidence on your own. So let us understand how will I build confidence. Our entire mind can be separated into two parts. One, we call it as a conscious mind. One more, we call it as a subconscious mind. What is conscious mind? Everything that I do right now is conscious mind. Anything that I do new, it is called as conscious mind activity. When somebody asks me a question, you are asking my conscious mind. From conscious mind, I'll push it to subconscious mind and I'll take the answer from subconscious mind, I'll give it to you. That is how the process is. But when you ask yourself, 90% of your day-to-day activity you are not doing with your conscious mind. You are doing with your subconscious mind. What I mean by that is, when for the first time as a child, when you were having your meals, how did you have? You spilled the food all over the place. Sometimes the food was eaten from all the holes. You would have put some food here, some food here, some food here, because your conscious mind is not intelligent enough. He can't do multitasking. He can only do one task at a time. For the first time when you learned driving, how were you? You looked very funny. When the trainer was sitting next to you, you were only focusing on steering because multitasking is not possible. When you are looking at the steering, he will say change the gear. Then you will look at the gear, you will lose the steering. And when you are at the gear, the steering is lost. When you are at the steering, the gear is lost. When you are at the steering, the accelerator is lost. When you are at the accelerator, the backside mirror is lost. When you are at the backside of the mirror, the front view is lost. That means you are incapable of doing multitasking. Why? All of these activities are happening through conscious mind. Conscious mind is not intelligent. He cannot work on a single task. Multitasking, he can only do one task at a time. But slowly when you start learning this, after you have learned, slowly it gets into your subconscious state. Subconscious state, you can do multitasking beautifully. What I mean by multitasking, assuming you are actually driving, you come and stop your vehicle. You don't know why you stop. You look on the left, there is an house. You have reached your home. When you recollect, you don't remember what you did in your entire path. Why? All the driving was done by your subconscious mind. Sometimes you will be so involved in your subconscious mind that you will never know what you have used also. You will never know what all roads you have crossed. Or sometimes when you apply a brake, you don't know why you apply the brake. Then you realize a grandmother is just passing by, that's the reason you apply the brake. So your subconscious mind is capable of automatically doing that multitasking. Conscious mind cannot do it. It can only execute one task at a time. And subconscious mind will happen so smoothly, it will never ask your interpretation at all. You will have to go there, simply start and stand. But initially it was not like that. When you are focusing on the steering, the accelerator would miss. When you are focusing on the accelerator, the gear would miss. When you are focusing on the gear, the brake would miss. When you are focusing on the brake, the front view would miss. When you are focusing on the front view, the rear mirror view would miss. But today you are able to do all the things simultaneously. Why? Because of the subconscious. Subconscious mind is capable of doing multitasking. Conscious mind is not. So, for a person to become very strong and very successful and highly in confidence, we will have to build that confidence in the subconscious mind. How do I build the confidence in subconscious mind? I will have to overlearn anything, it goes into subconscious mind. First time when I learned driving, I did not overlearn it. I did it for few days. What happened? When I do it for few days, it only stays in subconscious mind, conscious mind. When I do it multiple times, it will go deep and it will stay in your subconscious mind. The moment it enters the subconscious mind, you are very, very comfortable. First time when an actor had to come and act, let me take up an example of any of the great actors. They had to be given a big list of dialogues and they had to by heart those dialogues. When they by hearted those dialogues, after that when they came and when the execution was supposed to happen, still they had to refer because they could not do multitasking. If they are focusing on the acting, they will miss the dialogues. If they are focusing on the dialogues, they will miss on the acting. When they are missing the acting, they will miss on the facial expression. When they are missing on the facial expression, they will miss out on which places they will have to go. Why? Multitasking is not possible. So initially as an actor, all the actors are failed. But today, when Amitabh Bachchan need to be given the script, he did not be given the script 1 week or 1 month or 2 months or 3 months in advance. It has to reach. He comes to the spot, you give him the script, you will just look into the script and he is capable of doing that multitasking. That is the capability of a subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is capable of actually doing multitasking. But for that multitasking to happen, multiple practices had to be given. Tendulkar used to be out for every bounces, but when he consistently kept on multiple practicing in the net, he could strongly stand. Every yorker he could hit, every bouncer he could hit for a sixes. That capability is only because he continuously from the conscious mind, he gave the training to the subconscious process and it worked. First time when you were trying, it did not happen. When you kept on driving, from the conscious mind, information went on to subconscious mind and you mastered the driving skills. Same thing. Now confidence building, how will it happen? Confidence building also same. Through the conscious mind, I'll have to keep consistently programming. When I keep consistently programming you, slowly what happens, all the negatives will be removed and you will slowly start gaining confidence and your confidence will grow. That is where a coach will come into picture. Sometimes if a player fails miserably in playing a particular match, when he comes out, he will be depressed. He thinks his career is lost. That is when a coach makes him sit and makes him understand it is not over. Ups and downs are a part of a life. You can do much more better than this. Please continue with your practice. Keep consistently practicing the difficult balls, and when you practice enough, it is going to work wonders for you. And that confidence building happens from the coach. When there is no coach, you will have to do it yourself. So we are talking about conscious and subconscious mind. So what happens most of the time, our subconscious mind is like a farming land. Conscious mind is a farmer. So if somebody can imbibe negativity also, it has to flow through conscious mind. A coach can actually demotivate you to the core. What kind of cricket did you play? What kind of football did you play? You are going to be an horrible player like this. He can dent you within no time, and the next 30 minutes of your play, you will be very miserable because somebody has consistently, through the conscious mind, poured negatives. That person will never become a coach. Who will become a coach? A coach is the one who can motivate you during the difficult times and actually pull you to a bouncing back capability which is among us. Then only you will be made a coach. When it was last 20 minutes of that play, the coach calls this entire Argentina team and he says, this last 20 minutes you are going to play as though this last 20 minutes is the only minutes you are going to live in this life. putting everything into stake, and I want a goal. And the next 20 minutes is going to be played so beautifully, and Argentina wins the World Cup. There was no looking back at all. So somebody will have to imbibe that positivity consistently. When there is nobody, when there is no coach, you should do it yourself. And you should also see to it, negative should not get inside your body. And if negative happens, avoid such places. Like assuming a person walks in. As soon as he walks in, we make an attempt, we will dent his confidence today. Yesterday he made fun of us, we will dent. So what shall we do? As soon as he walks in, one of you who is very close, they will say that this sir is very close. You look at him and you say, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you looking so dull? You say. Immediately you say, what's wrong with you? What has happened to your dark circles? Why is your skin actually coming low? And one of you say, what's wrong with your back? Are you so tired that you are bending your back? And one of you will say, what is wrong with you? Are you looking so tired? Is there anything serious? Are you with any serious disease? And one more person will say, anything you are actually hiding from us? All this we are prepared, he will come. He will come with his chest up. The good friend of him, he will look at, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you looking so dull? That person who was active like this, he becomes dull. From the conscious mind, negatives can go like that so hard that it will dent, and he becomes the product of that environment. Your confidence will be the product of that environment. After he says that, one more person will say something else, other person will say something else, other person will say something else. The person who had come with chest up, slowly he will drop down. And if you look and if you test his heartbeat also, if you test his pulse rate also, the pulse rate will show as though he is having a fever. Why? Because the external, what we call it as a stimuli, can influence you a lot. That is the reason you should be with like-minded people. Satsang, what we say, that is very, very important. When you are always with the like-minded people, enough good will happen. When you cannot, avoid negative people. Avoid negative people because negative thoughts are very powerful. It can transform your subconscious mind just like that. Weeds are very powerful. You need not actually put manure, you need not put water. You just throw 1 or 2 wheat seeds and the entire land will become weed. And it will become so polluted that after that you cannot grow anything useful. Same thing will happen in your subconscious mind. Negative is always powerful. Positive is very, very difficult to motivate. It's a simple example when we talk about confidence building. Assuming I am in a business of harvesting honey, and I come with a sample of honey, and I have kept big bottles of honey. I have not yet poured into the bottle. I just give a sample to every one of you. All of you take that sample and you say, sir, honey is very, very tasty, sir. How many bottles you need? Everybody says 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles. And I get a big container of honey and it is ready. And I am about to pour it into those empty bottles. Before that, I will say I will do a simple experiment. What experiment? Nothing, just observe the experiment. What? I just ask one of you to go and pick up a drainage water with an ink filler. Pick up 3 drops of drainage water. He picks up and he comes. As soon as he comes with 3, 4, 5, 8 drops of drainage water in an ink filler. That fountain pen used to have an ink filler. Okay, now there is this big container with honey and there is one more vessel with a small honey. Now I take the 3 drops, I put this 3 drops here in this big container of honey and I put 3 drops in that small container. First my question is, now how many of you would like to taste this honey? All of you will say, no sir, I don't want to taste. Okay, you cannot taste because it is a small container, 3 drops of honey is concentrated. Now how many of you would like to take this in the bottle? All of you say, no sir. Why? All of you know, by putting 3 drops of drainage water, you call this honey impure. So, negative by itself is very, very powerful. To motivate you to start smoking, it's very easy. To motivate a smoker to stop smoking is very, very difficult. That is why a personality development classes has to be very rigorous, very scheduled and very hard hitting. Right to the heart it has to be hitting, right to the subconscious it should be talking. Only then it will get inside. Otherwise it will just bounce back. So a subconscious mind needs to be consciously programmed by conscious mind. How will I do? I will have to start feeding in powerful words. When you look at the confidence level of Dhirubhai Ambani's kids, It cannot be so high. It has to be high only. Why? Right from the childhood, they have been built up in an environment telling they were a businessman and they will stay a businessman. So the surrounding was very much responsible for the confidence what they exhibit. But for a Dhirubhai Ambani to exhibit that kind of a confidence from his surroundings, it did not happen. Why? His father was not a businessman, he was not a really successful businessman. So what happens? The subconscious mind, when we talk about the subconscious mind, conscious mind programming is required. Today when the Ambani's sons, Dhirubhai, if he is very successful, Anil Ambani, and it is only because of Dhirubhai Ambani, because that is the kind of subconscious programming that would have happened to him right from the childhood. So for Chandragupta to become very successful, the subconscious mind of Chandragupta was programmed by Chanakya consistently right from the childhood, and he had set his mind ready for him to become an emperor. He never set his mind to become a ruler. He told, you are going to become an emperor and multiple kingdoms will be under you. That kind of a confidence was built. So that confidence building should happen to you. If a chaiwala needs to become a prime minister, that confidence level is required. If a Murumu, Draupadi Murumu, a tribal woman who could not even raise her voice within the small society, if she from the forest could be raised up to become the president of India, that means look at her confidence level, how she had actually cultivated that confidence over a period of time. Because everybody cannot become successful. A person who becomes successful is the one who has worked on his confidence, who has worked on building up his confidence. That way, when we talk about Modi ji, a lot of his brothers and sisters are still doing the same thing. One is the owner of a grocery shop, one of his cousin is owning his own auto. Like that they have lived their life. When we talk about Murumu, tribal women, many of her cousins are still in the forest and they are leading a little luxurious life in the forest, that's all. Not educated at all. Today when you look at Murumu, it is a confidence building exercise which has pushed her from this place to another place. How do we actually build this confidence? All this is told. Now, how do I build this confidence? So, whenever we talk about building up of the confidence, we always say there are 5 important activities that you will have to practice. One, we call it as power start, power pray, power greet, power pet, and power end. Every day when you get up early in the morning, the way you start your day, it has to be a powerful start. See, early in the morning when you start with a confidence which is very high, that confidence will flow through the entire day. Most of you get up, today also I should get up, today also I should go for the training program, today also I should go to training, today also I should give the same training. That confidence is going to bring you down so much that your entire day is going to go horribly wrong. The confidence that you hold at the beginning of the journey defines the journey. Can you have that power start? The moment you wake up, the alarm rings, you will have to jump up from the bed, sit and start offering a praise. It should be a praise filled with gratitude. All of you should know that most of the people, when we talk about which is the most dangerous place where maximum deaths happen, anybody? The most dangerous place where maximum deaths happen.
Road accidents.
Okay, one is just for a humorous, one is BBMP roads, but it's not true. Maximum deaths happen on the bed. Most of them who go to bed will not get up in the morning. All over the world, when R&D, when the research was done, they have found out that maximum deaths happen in the bed. And you think that bed is the safest place. Most of you go to bed with so much of confidence that you will definitely get up in the morning. And when you actually get up in the morning, you should be filled with confidence to a core because, oh God, thank you for giving me one more day. Today is the day I am going to live today like I have never lived before. That kind of a confidence you will have to show and say, God, help me to run today's day like a hero, actually fulfilling all the tasks and completely achieving all the tasks of today. Amen. And then get up, spring up, and then go brush your teeth and wash your face, and then it has to be a power start. Most of us, how do we start? Alarm rings. When the alarm rings, you want to snooze it. You go and snooze it. And again he rings after 10 minutes. You again go and snooze it. That means you did not do a power start. When you have not done that power start, you cannot have a beautiful day at all. And that early in the morning, it has to be a prayer with intense, aggressive eye, and it should be in depth. And most of the people are not gifted with one more day. Oh God, thank you for giving me one more day. Today is the day I'm going to live with so much of confidence that by the end of the day I will feel proud about myself. That way you will have to start and you will have to get up and then wake up your entire family. That is what we say power start. And then after your regular duties of washing yourself, exercising, and then we go for power prayer. Prayers are the most important part of your life. It should be the most important part of your life. Your confidence, if it needs to be built up to the core, prayers are the best example. Most of them who are very, very successful, they believe in their God. And they had a faith in their God. You will never find an atheist who's been very, very successful. We can only use him as an example. All successful people have faith in God. That faith has to be your prayers. And prayers should not be a begging, God give me this, God give me this, God give me this. Faith should be filled with gratitude. Oh God, thank you so much for giving such a beautiful life. Oh God, thank you so much. You look on the left, your wife is alive. You look on the right, parents are still alive. You can see a lot of voices coming all over and you feel happy. Oh God, thank you for giving the entire family one more day. Today is the day we are going to live so fruitfully that you will be proud of today of my living. That way it has to be filled with praise. We say energetic and intense. And next has to be power greet. When you meet people, it should not be good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. See, it has to be filled with a lot of energy, a lot of happiness. So we don't believe in actually wishing good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Instead, if you can wish, you know the goal of all goals is happiness. Why do you study? Because you are seeking happiness. Why are you getting into the best job? Because the best job will get you best salary and best salary will keep you consistently happy. So when we know the goal of all goal is happiness, why don't we actually have happiness in abundance and spread happiness in abundance? We are not ready to do that. We are very confused in spreading happiness. So we wait for one of your birthday to come and we call you on the dais and we wish you happy birthday. Otherwise we don't want to wish happy. So we are a set of people who want to always be positive, who always want to be filled with confidence. So every time we say happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night, instead of showing low in confidence. So the intensity and the energy at which you greet people, it will say whether the relationship or whether the business talk is going to be fruitful or not. That's the reason in business they say your greeting has to be filled with positive. Your handshake has to be filled with positive. That's what we call it as a power greet. And next is power pep. Why power pep is required? See, most of the time what happens in your life, you cannot always expect only one kind of results to come. Then it is not life. When you know everything I attempt I am going to be successful, then it is not life. When you know that everything I attempt, there is a chances of failure also, then you feel thrilled about that life. If God blesses me, muttidalla chinna agli, it's not going to work. It's again going to be a curse only. Life is beautiful because you don't know what the results are going to be. So, power pep is required because sometimes you are down. When sometimes you are down, you should create a power pepping talk to yourself where you will start telling it to yourself. You can't expect Jambuanta to come and tell Hanuman, hey Hanuman, what is this? You not only can fly this ocean, Indian Ocean, and reach Sri Lanka, you can fly 10 such oceans within one swing. Is that so? That confidence building was required. Now every time you can't expect Jambuanta. Really, if Jambuanta comes in his deer attire and if he talks to you, will you talk to him? You will run away from that place. Hey, deer is coming, deer is coming. Deer will say, I'm Jambuanta. Will you wait? No, you want to run away. So, self-pepping has to happen. That means you will have to pep yourself. That is what we say power pep. A peppy talk has to be given just before you could go and execute the work. Even before you could prepare a self-pep. I'm preparing for this talk. Oh God, help me to actually do this talk beautifully so that all the students who are listening to this talk should find it very interesting, inspiring, and some changes should happen within them. I ask myself and I tell it to myself also, Malik, all these years you have given such beautiful talks. I think today's speech also is going to be inspiring. Today's speech also is going to touch their subconscious level. Go with this confidence and you can hit the bullseye. Go with this confidence, you can hit the bullseye. Like that, I'll have to sit and pep myself for 2-3 seconds and continue it for 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds and throw one prayer, power spray. Oh God, trusting on you, nothing of me, everything of you. The Draupadi, nothing of me, everything of you. She left everything and then she sat like that. Grace, nothing of me, everything of you. I'll just simply go there and start expressing. Please see to it, let them get impressed. It works. So you will have to self-pep yourself. You will have to create a pepping talk for yourself. I want to meet the boss for the first time. I shall meet the boss will say it's okay. I shall meet the boss will say it's okay. I shall meet the boss will say it's okay. I shall meet the boss will say okay. They tell it 10,000 times. In one of the PD classes, they say, can you write it 1,000 times so that it gets imbibed in you so hard that as soon as you go to the office, something will push you. I need to go to the boss chamber and say, I shall do it. I'm sorry for what has happened last time. This time I will do it and I'll execute it and I will become successful. I'll be successful. Go with the same confidence. So, yes, I want to talk to you. Do you have a minute? Yes. Sir, I promise you, last time I failed. This time you give me the same opportunity. There will be no chances of failure. I will do it the best and win 100%. Yes. Confidence is required. When Dhoni stood up and says, Apun captain banega, as soon as he told Apun captain banega, his confidence was appreciated. His confidence was not tested. Yes, the first match they failed. When the first match was failed, all the newspapers write that what a miserable team has been selected by the selectors. This team is going to flop like a record flop. And everybody started speaking about that, but Dhoni did not say the loudest way to tell the world shut up is to give result. He did not care about what others are talking. He bounced back and they played the next match so beautifully that after that they did not even lose even a match till the final, and the World Cup was India's. The first 2020 World Cup was India's. So that self-pep was required, power pep was required. Dhoni told, I have nothing to lose. For the first time I have taken the captainship. If I fail also, I will bounce back. It's okay, I will play as a player. I will not be afraid of failure, but I will take it as a challenge and I will bounce back, and that power pep talk was required. And every day before you could go to bed, that power end is also important. See, most of the time what happens, we live our day, and we forget whatever has happened. That is not the way you will have to live your life. Your life has to be accountable. Accountable to whom? To yourself, to your conscious mind. It should be accountable. How do I make it accountable? Before I go to bed, I'll have to start with the power end. What is power end? When before I could actually put my head onto the pillow, on the pillow, I will sit with folded hands and I will close my eyes. I will introspect my entire day. What is my entire day? From the time the alarm rings till now, I will introspect my entire day. Wherever I have done good, I will tap myself. Wherever I have done bad, I'll slap myself and I will say, I will not repeat this. So I close my eyes, alarm rings at 4, did I get up at 4? No, I did not get up at 4. Tomorrow I will get up at 4, tomorrow I will get up at 4, tomorrow I will get up at 4. I need to self-pep, nobody else has come. Your wife will tell, no, she will be happy, sleep a little bit more. You are the leader, you will have to wake up. Nobody is going to wake up Modi. Modi is a leader, he has to wake up. If he says tomorrow I want a leave, nobody in this world is going to stop him from taking a leave tomorrow. Who can stop him? He himself. Who can stop you? You yourself. Who is responsible for your success? You yourself. Who is responsible for all of your failure? You yourself. Nobody else. External factor is it's not mandatory at all. It is immaterial. You are the only person who is responsible. If you are successful, it is only because of you. If you are a failure, it is again only because of you. I close my eyes, I introspect. If I have done good, I tap myself very good. And if I have not done that, I will slap very hard. And I will tell myself, tomorrow as soon as the alarm rings, I shall wake up. Tomorrow as soon as the alarm rings, I shall wake up. Tomorrow as soon as the alarm rings, I shall wake up. I'll go to the next. Did I actually go for the breakfast at the right time? Yes, tap yourself. Good. Were you actually cordial with your wife? Did you thank her for the breakfast? No, tomorrow I will thank her. So ask yourself, was your behavior right? Could your behavior be better than this? Ask yourself. It will not take 10-15 minutes. It will happen within few minutes only. And then when you introspect at the office, an opportunity was given to welcome the guest. Did I raise the hand? No. Slap yourself. When opportunity knocks, you will have to raise your hand. You are expecting promotion. When opportunity is given to exhibit leadership skills, you don't want to. How do you expect automatically promotions will happen by age? No. That will happen even for animals. I am not an animal. It should happen because of my capabilities. So let me work on that. So that way, when I introspect passively, soothingly, calmingly, introspect your entire day. Wherever you have done beautiful, tap yourself. Wherever you are not done beautiful, slap yourself. Did you shout at your wife? Yes, today very horrible thing happened. I had a small dispute with my wife. So tell yourself, come what may, I will not do the same thing tomorrow. I will not get angry. I will not get angry. I will not get angry. You will have to pep yourself on it. And then what happens next day when the alarm rings, somebody is questioning. I will be introspecting in the evening. I don't want to slap myself by telling I did not get up today. So let me get up, and you will definitely get up. And when your wife has given a coffee little cold or little hot, last time when you shouted in the evening, you slapped yourself. And you will say, when I do something after I have done it, I will repent on it. So let me not do it. At least when I introspect, I feel bad about it. So let me not do any such things for which I will repent. Let me do all those things for which I will not repent. This exercise, when you feed it onto yourself, slowly the confidence building exercise will happen, and your confidence day by day will start going up. And when you meet any person, actually when we talk, who is a powerful man? A powerful man is the one who has a very, very powerful mind. It is not his physical appearance. Anna Hazare's physical appearance does not say he is very strong, and Nelson Mandela's physical appearance will never say he is strong. And when we talk about the present President of India, even his physical appearance will never say he is strong. So what is that we say? These are strong leaders. The strong leaders is not the physical appearance, because the power of a man is not in the muscles. Muscles animals also build. That is not. Muscles also has been built by buffaloes. That doesn't mean that buffalo is a strong animal. Okay, what is a powerful man? A powerful man is the one who has a powerful mind. A powerful mind is the one which has a powerful subconscious mind. Because only if your subconscious mind is powerful, you can take action. With conscious mind, it is only learning. Only with the subconscious mind, you can take action. So, powerful subconscious mind, and powerful subconscious mind can be built with powerful words. So, from today on, you will have to practice using very powerful words. Instead of averagely, when you meet people, the moment you enter the place, they should feel, what a powerful greet was this. So, let us practice this power greet. So, instead of ordinary greeting, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, let us greet a little bit on an hierarchy. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. All of us know the goal of all goals is happiness. Why did our parents send us to the school? They thought, if I get educated, I will earn good money and that will bring happiness. I was sent to the school. But was I happy in the school? First day when I was actually at home, I was very, very happy. When my parents told, you are going to go to school, I felt very, very happy. Yes, I will go to school. Yes, I will go to school. But first day when I am going to school, I was very happy, but I cried. I did not cry because the school was allergic. I cried because mom, who was there with me, she was not there with me. And she left me in the school and she came back. But I was very happy being in the school. But was I consistently happy? No. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. After 10th day, you started feeling, I was very happy at home. Maybe I will be very happy when I go to high school and you come to high school. High school is 8th, 9th and 10th. Were you happy then? First day you were happy, second day you were happy. After a week you started realizing what happiness it is. In primary I was so happy. At home I was still more happy. Maybe when I go to college I'll be more happy because the number of hours will be less, number of subjects will be less, and you come to your college +1 and +2. Were you happy? Your happiness was short-lived. And you started thinking, high school was so happy, primary was still more happy, at home I was much more happy. What happiness is this? I think I can experience more happiness if I go to college, and you came to college. Were you happy in college? No. Few days you were happy and started realizing, what, so many things to read. I was so happy in my +1 and +2, much more happier in high school, much still more in primary. At home I was so happy, nobody used to ask, and somebody says, if you get into a job, you will become very, very happy. and you are hunting for a job, you are not getting a job, you are depressed. But when you get that first job, after you complete 1 month, 2 months, are you happy? You say, what happiness is this? College life was so good. Working and politics in office, such a bothering thing. He is not happy with me, I am not happy with him, I am not happy with this promotion, he is not happy with my promotion, I am not happy with my boss is not happy with me. And you started thinking, how nice I was in college days. And slowly somebody says, if you get married, you will be very, very happy. And when somebody told marriage is happiness, everybody tells you like that only. After marriage only you realize marriage is a combo offer. Happiness and sorrow packaged together. So somebody says marriage is happiness, and you go up to your parents and say, Papa, what? Papa, you told na I should get ready for marriage, I am ready for marriage. Your papa knows that he wants to pull your leg. Did I really tell you that? Papa, you were asking me, every time I used to say no, no. Now why are you saying happy? Because you think marriage is happiness. And you think that girl who will come will be an angel. And that girl thought this boy who will come will be an angel. And only after you both marry, a marriage, from engagement to marriage to 3 months, your happiness was you are living with an angel. After 3 months, you slowly start realizing you are living with the devil. And she also realizes she is living with the devil. Because both of you would have seen the positiveness of each other, and you would have got attracted. When you live together and when life pushes you with some of those challenging times, the real rasa will fall down. You were a mango, you had decorated yourself as an apple. When life is going to push you, apple juice only is going to fall, no? And then I did not marry this apple juice. I thought you were a mango and I married. Now you can't help it. Life has to go on. So life is all about how confidently you are going to manage it over a period of time. It is continuous process tense. It is not a past tense. Ek bar lag gaya to always happiness. No. Happiness and confidence is not a continuous process tense. It needs to be continuously processed and managed. Ups and downs is a part of life. So she was looking like a devil to you, you were looking like an angel to me. That is how life is going to be. With all that compromise, life has to go on. So when I know ultimately I want happiness, so let us seek for happiness in every word I actually utter. When a person has been meeting a group, if a person comes with a lot of confidence and they say, guys, happy morning, it makes that entire crowd filled with energy. He comes, happy morning. Today is the last class, na? Okay, let me finish it. And then what energy are you actually passing on? So learn to speak actively. So when you know the goal of all goal is happiness, can you bring that happiness into the class? You're confident, but with that confidence and happiness, it can make enough difference to the crowd. As a teacher, you need to build that confidence. Most of our communication itself will be in a negative tone. Mondays, we will talk about Mondays. We don't want to wish anybody happiness in abundance. We always wish in scarcity. We wait for one of your birthday to come and then call you on the dais and we want to wish happy birthday to you. Every day wish him happiness? No, only on his birthday. One of them was absent. At least next day if he comes, you should say happy next day of your birthday. No. He says happy belated birthday. Go back to yesterday, enjoy your birthday and come back tomorrow. Why? We are not positive in using that happiness. When we know confidence is happiness, when you are happy, they say, hey, you look so happy and confident, they say. When you are miserable, they don't say he looks confident. When you are happy, they say, how is that you look so happy? Happiness means confidence. When you are unhappy means it's miserable. There is no confidence in you. That is the reason you are unhappy. So when you know that these two are interconnected, always stay happy. So we are a set of people, for everything we had this happiness and then we want to use it. Like let us say it is Saturday. Look at our wordings. What do we say when it is Saturday afternoon? I have taken a nice class for the entire week. All of you were happy. And Saturday, you know, Sunday is an holiday. What do you wish? All of you wish happy weekend. Is it a wish or a curse? Most of you think it is a wish, but let me say it is a curse. What did you wish? Happy weekend. Saturday when you leave this place, you are very happy. You are so happy that nothing can stop you from being happy. You go home as late as possible. You have your dinner as late as possible. You go to bed as late as possible. Why? Tomorrow is Monday. You are filled with happiness. And finally you go to bed. You are not at all worried what time you need to get up. You are ready to get up whatever time you want. Why? Sunday. You're so happy, you get up at your own time, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, the coffee directly comes to the bed, you have your coffee because you're filled with happiness. The wish everybody had wished, happy weekend, it's happening. And then afternoon lunch and breakfast, morning breakfast and afternoon lunch you have like you have never had in your lifetime. So happily you have your breakfast, so happily you have your lunch, and after lunch you go for a half an hour or a 2 hours nap. At 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock something reminds you tomorrow is Monday. Just like today was Monday, something reminded yesterday evening today was Monday, and you will feel like going to the calendar, tearing that Monday and taking Sunday and putting a Sunday 1, Sunday 2, Sunday 3. Because all of us are allergic to this word Monday. Because Monday it's the beginning of a new week, you will have to go to the same college, you will have to attend to the same lecturing, you will have to go to the same college, you will have to teach the same students. It is bothering you so much. The night which you enjoy the most is Saturday evening, the night which you suffer the most is Sunday night. You want to sleep, sleep is not coming, tomorrow is Monday, that is bothering you. Somehow you push yourself and you get to sleep at 12 o'clock. Morning you don't want to wake up, again it is Monday. That is what we call it as a Monday blue. Why? You only wish happy weekend. After weekend what will happen? You will be cursed. So what we do, we are a group of people, we want to wish happiness as constant. When I go and meet a people and when I greet them only, they should feel what a confident person he is. That happiness has to be spread. And that confidence can be shown by changing the way you greet people. How do we greet people? We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Instead of that, we say happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. It can make a big difference to everybody. Let us all practice. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Most of you, just like you're sitting in the happy morning, happy afternoon. It's not coming. Keep your hands free, all of you, hands free. Sir, both your hands free. With action, entire body is going to speak about happiness. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
You two did not do. I'll do till evening 9 o'clock, sir. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Happy evening.
Happy evening.
Happy night.
Happy night.
Sir did not do. Sir did not do. We'll do it again. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Sir, happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening.
Happy evening.
Happy night. Again. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy afternoon. Happy evening.
Happy
Happy night. It should not be Monday, morning, afternoon, evening, night. All the weeks we want happiness. Okay. So we have how many days? So 7 days. So we will say Monday to Sunday. Ready, steady, go. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Some of your connection from the heart to face is not coming. From kidney to face it's coming. Okay, we'll do it again. Smiling face. Huh? See, you link yourself. Your my face is linked to the heart. My face is not linked to the kidney. My face is linked to the heart. My face is not linked to the kidney. Now, ready, steady, go. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. All the months we want to be happy. So what we will do, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All 12 months happiness should be constant. Ready, steady, go. Happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. Now, all the seasons we should be happy. It is chilly, I should be happy. It is hot, I should be happy. It is summer, I should be happy. If it is winter, I should be happy. If it is spring, it is happy. 4 seasons: summer, winter, rainy, spring. Okay, remember? Summer, winter, rainy, spring. So happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Ready, steady, go. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Now the final settlement. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness is going to be constant. My confidence is going to be constant. Ready? irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness, is going to be, constant. My confidence, is going to be, constant. Now you will do standing. First you will do, next you will do. Whoever does the best, we will give them a prize. Yeah, all of you stand. No, you sit, sir. We'll observe them do it. Stand. So they will sit, you will stand. See whether it is coming through kidneys or it is coming through heart. Okay? Ready, steady, go. Happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy night. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Now I'll give you a small trick. Body language ke liye. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday will be straight. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, ready again. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Now January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Happy January. Happy February. Happy March. Happy April. Happy May. Happy June. Happy July. Happy August. Happy September. Happy October. Happy November. Happy December. Happy summer. Happy winter. Happy rainy. Happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness, is going to be, constant. My confidence, is going to be, always high. ಈಗ consistent ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You will have to check whether from the kidney or from the heart. Ready? With me. Okay. Now clockwise only you should rotate. When you are doing like this, from the left to right. Always left to right. You are missing that. Left to right. Ready? Steady. Go. Happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy night. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. No, they did not do you practice. We will see whether these guys will do. Stand and practice. ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬೇಡ, ಇವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿ. ಸರ್ ಕಮ್. All of you are coming. ನೀವೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. Enough. All of you are visible. I'll be sharing this video. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. Enough. Okay. Now all of you remember. We'll go. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy night. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Happy January. Happy February. Happy March. Happy April. Happy May. Happy June. Happy July. Happy August. Happy September. Happy October. Happy November. Happy December. Happy summer. Happy winter. Happy rainy. Happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness, is going to be constant. My confidence, is going to be, always high. In one go. Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Start, sir. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday. All of you also stand. All of you will do it together. We will do it till evening 9 o'clock until it comes perfectly. I don't have any problems. Okay? Ready, steady, go. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring. Irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness is going to be constant. My confidence is going to be always high. If first you madli, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ. Ready, steady, go. I won't interrupt. Start. Happy morning. Start, sir. Start. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. No. Let us see how you guys will do. No, you should be in sync, na? All of your trainers. Ready, steady, go, sir. Happy morning.
Happy morning. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy night.
Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Friday. वीकली ऐसा करना है। वीकली ऐसा?
हाँ.
मंथली ऐसा? हाँ मंथली। आप बताओ उधर से वीडियो
Start, all of you. Happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening, happy night, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy January, happy February, happy March, happy April, down, happy May, happy June, happy July, happy August, happy September, happy October, happy November, happy December. Happy summer, happy winter, happy rainy, happy spring, irrespective of, in spite of, whatever the situation is, my happiness is going to be constant. My confidence is going to be always high. Somebody asked, how is your Josh? High, sir. How is your Josh? High, sir. आपका जोश नहीं है. How is your Josh? High. High, sir. How is your Josh? High, sir. Sometimes you should ask yourself, how is your Josh? Oh, sir. Oh, sir. And then you will have to go and then do it. That pep up is required.
सर रास्ता में करोगे तो पागल बोले
नहीं बोलने दीजिए. सी एक पेड़ गिर गया है, उसे उठाना है. ओके,
उस टाइम
ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार, इट वोंट वर्क. बोलो हर हर महादेव. It has to be picked up. Energy comes by sound. It is a vibration. Pick up. बोलो भारत माता की जय. Okay, like that it has to come. It has to build up that energy. Vibration is the best energy. You will have to pump up. उधर से Chinese लोग हैं आ रहे हैं, जरा रुक, अरे रुक. It won't work. Hey, all of you ready? बोलो हर हर महादेव. And then you will have to go and attack. It has to be noise. See, even in the movie, it should pump up. Leadership skills means it should pump up. As soon as you complete national anthem, I cannot resist, but I always shout on the top of my voice, Bolo Bharat Mata Ki. And my wife will be looking at me. This time you are not going to tell anything. She will be looking at me, she will be staring at me, but I cannot. Oh, Hati, we say Bharat Mata Ki. And then everybody in the theater will say Jai and they will look back. Why? Dhoni हूँ, next time captain बनूँगा. Noise करने से ही धोनी बनोगे. He made a noise. अपन captain बनेगा. You will have to make a noise. When you don't make noise, it's not going to work. The world should know that you are confident. How will you show you are confident? By staying in one corner? Who is going to be given a promotion? A promotion will be given to that person, not by age. Dogs also get promotion by age. I don't want that kind of a promotion. I want promotion by my capabilities. So what happens? You will have to enact those capabilities. Modi ji did not become Prime Minister because of Avale ki Bole ki Kanchana Mina Mina. Modi ji became Prime Minister because of his capabilities. I should not be telling on records, but there are other Prime Ministers who are Prime Minister to be. They are actually contesting for the Prime Minister not because of the capabilities, because of they are somebody's son, because they are somebody's grandson, because they are somebody who has actually stolen one word from this great Mahatma. And they are becoming what is called as so-called Prime Minister candidateship. What is the skill set they have? उसके अंदर भारत की महान क्या है? भारत माँ की महान वो ऐसा चीज क्या है? No, how can they become a leader? It's not going to be possible. That way, when you become a leader, you will fail miserably. Leadership skills has to be within. Thank you, love you all so much. It is 1 o'clock. It was nice talking to you. I'll be sharing these videos with all of you. You can go through and